One method of recording remotely is using Zoom, a video conferencing platform. Many of us are familiar with Zoom already since it's commonly used for online meetings or connecting with friends and family. That makes it easier to use for guests since they likely already know how to use Zoom. But the reason that Zoom is just good and not the best for podcast recording is that it records audio over the internet, which means the sound quality is not as good as it could be. And sometimes it drops out entirely if you or your guests have an unstable internet connection. Here's my voice recorded over Zoom. It gets a little compressed and distorted. Here's what my voice sounds like recorded to my computer. It's cleaner and more full. If you decide you'd like to use Zoom, here's how I would recommend doing so. If you don't have one already, you'll need to create a Zoom account. Zoom has both free and paid versions. You might need a paid version if you plan on speaking to more than one person at a time for more than 40 minutes. Download the Zoom desktop client to your computer. Once it's downloaded, open your preferences and click on Recording. Here, be sure to check the setting Record a separate audio file for each participant. This will be useful when it comes time to edit. When you're ready to record, you can send your participants the link to the Zoom meeting. Before you start recording, make sure everyone has their correct microphone and headphones selected by clicking the up arrow next to the microphone symbol. Everyone should wear headphones. A microphone will pick up any sound in the room, including sound playing from the computer speakers. If someone isn't wearing headphones, the recording ends up sounding something like this. Once everyone is ready to go, press the record button on the bottom of the window. You can record locally to your computer or to the cloud, whichever you prefer. If you record locally, your files will save to the folder you have selected here under Preferences, Recording. If you record to the cloud, they'll be available to download here on the Zoom website. When you press record, the recording will start for everyone at the same time, so the files will line up when you edit them. There is one catch. If someone mutes their audio during a recording, their audio file will stop and then it will start again when they unmute it. So if you're recording with Zoom, it's important to let everyone know not to mute their microphone during the recording. It makes it really difficult to line up the audio later when you're editing it. When you're done recording and end the meeting, your files will save to the cloud or your computer, and they're ready to be edited. Zoom is good for its simplicity, but because it's not made for podcasting, it has its downsides. Now let's talk about some platforms that are made specifically for remote podcast recording.